Hello and welcome to a BedWars solo commentary. This is kind of the first one I'm doing of this particular kind of thing. This voiceover was recorded after the fact, so if I'm not like freaking out when I get beat up in the game, don't worry about it. Um, so uh, I just need to vent about this. Davinci Resolve hates my PC, and I don't know why. They just don't get along. They do not get along. It is not fair, not even remotely fair. I come from Apple and Final Cut and stuff, and coming to the PC, it's such a hard process. I'm too lazy to actually, like, import all my footage to my Mac. So I was like, oh, people say Blackmagic's Davinci Resolve is kind of nice. So, yeah. And so I install it. And, like, I have, like, this PC, this new PC I have, this thing is a beast. It has an amazing card, an amazing chip, and Davinci Resolve is laggier than Hypixel at 4 a.m. I swear, it is the literal worst thing you will ever see. Alright, and so I thought at first I'm like, oh, this is a free program, you know. I really shouldn't expect too much. It's free and all this stuff, so you know I'm not too worried about it. And then it's like then I had to import like 45-minute long footage and deal with it, and oh my gosh, is it bad? And so I'm like, okay, this is unacceptable. So I go to YouTube, right? I go to the wonderful world of YouTube, and I'm like, all right, DaVinci Resolve is popular in 2021 and 2020 now, so it's DaVinci Resolve is popular now, so it's like, okay, I guess I honestly should just go with it and look up a video on how to fix the lag. And so there's one guy, I'll link his video or his channel or something. He really knows his stuff. He's a heck of a lot smarter than me when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I digress. He's like, how you should use DaVinci Resolve if it's laggy and you don't have a very good PC or laptop. And I'm like, bruh, I just got this amazing gaming PC and I'm trying to do YouTube now. It's not a technical problem. And I'll put my specs up on screen or in the description or something, because every time I ask about like a problem or something, everybody's like, what kind of specs do you have? You have a garbage PC. No, I'll put it up. I guess I'm just used to Reddit. Anyways, so some of the stuff he showed me helped. Some of the stuff he said in the video actually helped, believe it or not. But the thing is that you have to let it run through this thing like file optimization. And even if you trim the video, it has to go through and render the whole file before it was trimmed, because if you need to extend it or something, it's kind of hard to explain. But it takes sometimes longer than it takes for the video to render. My PC will render it at like over 100 frames a second. But when I do this file optimization thing, oh my gosh! And then of course, I have speakers in my monitor. I don't use them unless I'm like by myself doing something, or if I'm recording a video, I don't use them. But so I'm waiting for it to render, right? And my screen goes to sleep. And then I come back, and DaVinci Resolve is freaking out. It's like, we can't find an audio source. We can't find an audio source. We can't. And I'm like, bruh, I just connected it. What do you mean? It's like, we can't find an audio source. So I had to start over. And I just wanted to die. I honestly just wanted to die at this point, more than usual. And it was just like, oh my gosh. And so now I just have to set it so that my screen will stay awake and just do something productive while I wait for sometimes 30 minutes for it to optimize the file or whatever. Oh my gosh, it takes so long. And yeah, it's not. I wasn't having a very fun time. But I digress. I appreciate you sitting through this video. I hope this commentary is long enough for me to shorten the BedWars video. I'll figure it out. Speaking of, I just want to say, for this video, like, I recorded this I told you the video before, the audio. So this was just me playing, and I was recording, and I was like, oh, I'll just put it later, and then I went and I put it in DaVinci Resolve, and I was like, oh, this shouldn't be too long. Let me do the file optimization thing, and then I'll go. And it took forever, and I didn't even know what I was gonna voice over for this, and now I'm like, I have to do something now that I went through all the trouble of optimizing the file. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership. You know the drill. Subscribe if you want. I really just want to move on with my night. It's about 4 in the morning as of the time of recording this audio. Probably the time of recording the video too, knowing me. But thank you for watching. Specs and stuff in the description.